guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be talking about spiritual warfare. This is a very big one that a lot of us Christians go through in our walk with God. We don't like to talk about it too much because we want to seem perfect, right? But we're not, okay? Like, we're human, and I think we need to be real with ourselves, because if we're not real with ourselves and each other, then we can't be real with God. And at the end of the day, God knows us like nobody else. So spiritual warfare, to me, there's a lot of different definitions. If you try to look it up, it's not really in the Bible specifically, like the word spiritual warfare. I haven't found it, and I'm almost through the whole Bible, but it's kind of just going through a rough season. Because, right, we have different seasons in our walk with God. We have, like, when you just are newly into the faith, you're a baby Christian, like, you're so on fire for God. And then life hits you, and then you're in this hard season. Or you're in a waiting season where it's quiet. You don't hear from God that much. You're like, where is he? Why isn't he responding to my prayers? Like, my prayers used to be answered so much in the beginning, and now it's not. So there's different seasons we all go through, and right now I'm gonna be like really honest. I have been going through some spiritual warfare, and I was actually even planning not even making a video about this, or not even making a video for this week. But my boyfriend gave me the bright idea that I need to use what I'm going through and share it, so that I could help other people, because I know we're all going through something right now, and whether you're silent about it or loud about it, it's hard. And so I think we can help each other. And I found these verses actually, that just reminds us that we should not let our faith be shaken. In 1 Timothy 1:19, it says, "Cling to your faith and keep your conscience clear, for some people have deliberately violated their consciences. As a result, their faith has been shipwrecked." So a lot of times when you go against your conscience, it ends badly, right? Like, you're not supposed to do something and you do it anyways. Like, that's like deliberately sinning. And of course our faith can take a hit with that, because we're like, wow, do I not have enough faith to like withstand this and like be strong? But we have to remember that it's not about us, right? It's about how faithful God is. We should put him on like the highest pedestal, right? And when you put him at your highest pedestal, then nothing can really take you off course, basically. And so I remember that Jesus literally said that we will have trials on earth. Like, we are not safe just because we're Christian, that we're gonna have a perfect life and nothing's gonna hurt us and we're gonna be happy forever. No, 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 no. We're very much here on earth where there's pain, okay? There's sorrow, there's just hurt. And so we need to remember John 16:33, which says, "I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I have overcome the world." We all know this one, and this is Jesus talking, literally telling us we will. Like, you will. He said we will, not oh, you might have trials and sorrows. No, you will. And so we need to remember that everything that we're dealing with right now is temporary. Like, we're dealing with it because we're here on earth, but in heaven we're not gonna have to deal with anything. And of course that doesn't make our problems feel any less, annoying and like sad and all that, but it's just a good reminder that things are temporary, and that Jesus has the answer, which he literally said in that verse, which is his peace. His peace is different than the worldly peace. His peace actually lasts like forever if you actually allow it to. And the worldly peace is like temporary. Like you're at peace for like a little bit when everything's going okay, totally fine, and then something happens and you get pushed over and you don't have peace. But Jesus' peace is like even when you're going through stuff, you still have peace in your mind and your heart, knowing like it's okay, like God has the final say. Yes, this is hard, yes, this is annoying, but I'm at peace knowing that I don't have to do anything because Jesus has already won the battle. That is a type of peace that we should all be like wanting and having, of course. And so our fights are not only like physical, right? A lot of people's fights are like in the mental and the spiritual. And so going back to like spiritual warfare, Ephesians 6:12 actually says, it says, "For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places." So it's just such another good reminder to realize that sometimes our fights are deeper than what it seems. It's not just very surface level. And so we need to be coming at it with Jesus' power, right? Not our own strength and our own power, because we really don't have much. It runs out very quick. But when we come at it with God and, everything that He gives us, like, we are able to withstand these battles. And the devil is literally just waiting for you to, like, open a little window, open a little door for him to, like, run in. Like, he's that desperate. I know. But, literally the verse above this one, Ephesians 6:11 says, "Put on all God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil." So when you are going through spiritual warfare, you need to be putting on the whole armor of God, which, as we know, is from Ephesians 6:10-18. We got the belt of truth, we got the body armor of righteousness, we got the shoes of peace, we got shield of faith, sword of the Spirit, and then helmet of salvation. All of this is the body of armor that we need to be putting on every single day. Literally just pray it over yourself. Be like, God, when you wake up, just be like, God, I put on this today as I go out into the rest of my day, and then just see what a difference it'll make. Actually, when you are feeling lost or heavy, like your heart's really, really heavy, I think we should all remember Psalms 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp to guide my feet and a light for my path." So His word is alive, as we all know it. Like, this is not just paper and a random book. No, His word is alive, and we need to be acting like it and putting it into practice. And so it doesn't change, it doesn't fail. It actually renews our minds the more we read it. And it's a weapon. It is a dangerous weapon that the devil hates, but it's a weapon against the devil. So we need to be using it more, because when he comes at us with his lies and his just, he's the prince of deception. So we will be able to be filled with the word and be able to combat it, And so fill yourself with it, okay, when you're going through spiritual warfare, even though when you don't feel like reading the Bible because you've sinned and you feel like, oh, God is not gonna, listen to me. He is. He's always listening to you, okay? Don't believe that lie of the enemy. Every single thought that does not sound like it would be in the Bible or God's character, it's from the devil. So you need to, realize which is which and cut that voice out. That is, this is how the devil gets you into spiritual warfare, when he's constantly telling you things and you're believing it, and so it's becoming more imprinted in your brain than God's word. Just crazy, right? So remind yourself of who God says you are, and if you need to know what God says you are, literally just read the Bible and you'll realize so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I pray you guys like this video. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Comment any struggles you're going through, prayers you need answered, and I will definitely look into them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.